guest today joins me now. Thanks for deciding to be interviewed today, Bobby.
Hi, thank you for asking me to be interviewed today.
Can you first tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes, well, my name's Bobby. I'm the Manager of Libraries and Lifestyle here at Bayside Council, and that covers our libraries. We have 7 libraries across Bayside. Also our young people, our youth services, and our sport and recreation facilities and services as well.
For the viewers that don't know about libraries, so what type of help do libraries give to members, and how can people benefit from them?
Okay, so we provide lots of different services in our libraries, and they're always changing and evolving. So obviously we focus a lot on literacy development and books from all diverse backgrounds and cultures. So our very well trained staff can actually come and assist you in finding the right resources for you. But also we have programs and activities which help connect our community together in terms of story time and school holiday activities and art and craft activities, technology activities. So we're always very helpful engaging with our community to try and assist them in their interest, in their learning and their needs. So yeah, that's a bit of information about. We also have referral services, so someone might come in and want to know about something that another government agency provides, and we assist them in trying to get that right information for them as well. So we're a bit of an information centre, as well as literacy, learning and development.
And I know like refugees or migrants that don't know how to speak English can come to the library to learn English as well.
Yes, so we have, not only do we have our different resources in different languages, we do have our English classes as well, and we have different cultural tutors that provide that for us. And we also have technology classes in different languages and as well to assist our community.
So how kids can do different activities during school holidays as well, is that right?
Yeah, so they can come in. We have a lot of different ranges of young people come in. They use our free Wi-Fi that we have here. They use our printing and our computers if they don't have their own computers. They can study, they can get advice for studying. But then we also do have our programs. So we have our school holiday programs, which are a variety of different activities. So for example, the last school holidays we had chess club, we had arts and craft, we had some drama, and we have summer book reading clubs as well. So they can come in and enjoy different activities. During COVID, which I know we'll talk about a little bit as well, but during COVID we did a lot of that online as well.
During COVID, what rules have changed in the libraries about borrowing?
Yeah, I think during COVID, we obviously were closed. We had 2 rounds of COVID. The first round of COVID, we were closed for a short period of time, and we did click and collect, and we did some online programs and activities. What we have kept in place are things like just general, hand washing. You can optional to wear your masks. Some staff still choose to use masks. Continuing to educate, because although COVID was really bad, there's lots of other coughs and colds and viruses around, so I think it's kind of good practice to remind people of that hygiene, continuing on from our COVID.
Like when you open from the first round of COVID, so you had to make the rules to match the health orders.
Yes, we did have to match the rules. So the rules were, there was certain, so the first round of COVID, we couldn't open our doors to the public, but we could do click and collect. So we could either do home delivery. In terms of the first round, we could do click and collect so that people could come to register online or ring what books they would like, what resources they would like. They could come and collect them at the door. They had to sign in with the QR code and make sure they had the appropriate hygiene, and we had the proper equipment, and we handed it over. The second COVID lockdown, we were fully locked down. We couldn't do the click and collect. So some staff went on holidays, some staff were stood down with pay for a while, and others worked on projects behind the scene. We also rang a lot of our customers, particularly our older customers, to make sure that they were feeling okay and that they didn't feel like they were isolated. We expanded our online books and our online resources. We did some tech education for older community members over the phone if they wanted to connect to Zoom to contact their family members. We did those sorts of activities. When we reopened, we were obviously guided by the government of when and how we could reopen and our hours, and so we gradually went back and did that. And some libraries went very quick and reopened again. We thought we would just go a little bit more slowly because from the first round of COVID lockdowns, it was open, shut, open, like it was quite moving in lots of different directions, and we just wanted to make sure that when we did gradually open, that we could stay open and then community weren't confused by what they could and couldn't do.
From the first round, you had a lot of experience from the first round?
Yeah, the first round, I think everybody was like, every day the rules changed and the interpretation of the rules, what was a library, what was where we're co-located with customer service, could customer service stay open but the library had to close, all the legislation, we had to get our head around all those rules. So it was a really steep learning curve for our staff. But the second time around, I think we were a lot more well prepared. We knew that we had to go. We already had procedures in place to go into lockdown. We knew what other controls around personal protective equipment and all the different risk management measures. We were very well prepared, so it was quite seamless. We locked down. It was less stressful for staff and less stressful for the community, because the community the first time around we got into some few discussions around mask wearing, and there was some situations where staff and customers were a bit confused by the rules, and that was corrected by the state government around the interpretation of when to wear a mask and when not to wear a mask and what were the exemptions of not wearing a mask, and so therefore we handled it very seamlessly the second time around.
Like you said before, some of the staff had a bit of low pay. So that can also the abilities to do things. Did it change the amount of the profit?
No, because they don't. Our libraries are free, so we don't get. We get some money in for photocopying and things like that. The staff still got paid. They all got paid, even when they weren't. When they were stood down, which the government, COVID allowances and things like that. So we made sure that staff were looked after during that process. And I think what a positive for the library staff was that they learned a lot of new different skills. So when you were locked down, they learnt, they did other tasks, and not just tasks for the library, but the tasks for the whole organisation. So when we had the COVID vaccination clinic at Rockdale here from the New South Wales Health, some of the library staff helped with the vaccination, with the customer service in vaccinations. We had a lot of data cleansing and a lot of data management and fixing up our systems that help improve customer experience when we came back. And they got to learn different other areas of council and other different ways of doing things, which they've brought back into now while the libraries are back open. So I think in some ways, while it was very challenging, it also created opportunities for staff to learn new tasks and new skills.
Like you said, vaccine and doing helping with that, does it still have a connection with the outside world as still in lockdown?
Yeah, I think in terms of connection, it probably just strengthened some of the relationships and connections that we have with our community. So by contacting them and calling them and checking in with them, getting to know the New South Wales health agencies, we certainly stay connected. We're probably not as regularly connected as we were when we were all in that middle of the COVID period. But we definitely know now a lot more different agencies and a lot of other stakeholders that we can reach out to if we need some assistance or some advice.
For the viewers viewing this video today that aren't a member to the library, so why is it important to be a member of the library?
I think for here we're inclusive of everybody, and you can come in for free. You sign up through your membership, and what does that give you? Well, that gives you all the lovely different books and resources. It's quite expensive to go out and buy lots of books that you read and turn over quite regularly. You have access to free Wi-Fi, which can be quite expensive in people's households. So we have free Wi-Fi for education. You get access to computer devices to access different services or do your work. We have access to online resources, so if you're at home you don't have to visit a library, or a virtual library as well, so you can borrow an ebook, you can watch a movie online or for free through our service, and you get to attend different range of classes. You know, for parents it may want to be rhyme time or story time or baby time. It might be the English classes we talked about, it might be technology classes we've talked about, and they're all for free. You know, you might come to a school holiday program and learn to play chess and meet new friends and connect with new people. So it gives you such a range of different resources to access for free, and also create for spaces. So we've got a lot of our community members that are new to the area as well. It's another way of coming and meeting new people or connecting with other people. There's, you know, when you think about Rockdale in particular and Woolli Creek, there's been a lot of development with lots of units, and there's not a lot of spaces to then sit and read or sit and study or break out or have meetings, and the library can provide those spaces for our community.
Yeah, you said for ebook, so that's also very good for old people that can't walk or
Yes,
travel too far. They can still have a comfort of their home.
Yes, they definitely. So they can also log into their ebooks. We also have what we call a home library service. So we do have homebound community members, and so we outreach to those services. We go and visit them, and we provide resources for them as well. So, you know, we go out to the community with our library services, but you can also get online, and you can navigate different resources online, like I said, ebooks and videos and those sorts of things, or you can come into our facilities and access it as well. And you know, you might want to go and borrow a book from our Sans Souci library, but you can also return it back here at Rockdale. You don't have to go back to the same library. You can have different experiences at our different libraries.
Thanks for joining us today, Bobby. I hope everyone can learn a bit from Bobby today. I encourage you to sign up to your local library if you haven't done so already. See you in the next video. Bye.